Hey, what's up, ICT traders? Good to see you back here again. I promised you that I will not waste your time in this video. I'm going to give you the equivalent value to your time. So let's get to the video. Now, what I want to share with you in this video, it is something very, very powerful. Two things you're going to learn in this video. One is timing. All right? Timing. I know a lot of you are struggling with getting the right time for trade entry. And then secondly, where to stay and not be stopped out. Where to put your stop loss in simple term. All right? Where to put your stop loss. We call it SL. Because every time you're taking trade, you get stopped out and then price move in your direction. The simple reason is because you don't know how these things work. So let me show you the secret. And I'm not just saying it because I want to make content, guys. It is something I use in my day-to-day trading. I will show you examples and then how to go about it. Now, let's get into the video. So we have this thing called change of character. In other words, we call it market structure shift. And then this thing called point of interest. And of course, this is not encapsulating everything about ICT concept or smart money. But then let's talk about these two powerful things that you need as a final confirmation before taking an entry. So let's look at what exactly is market structure shift, or what we call change of character. If you have structural formation like this, please pardon my drawing, when you have price moving in this direction, which is what we call an uptrend, literally we can see price forming this kind of directional movement. You have this break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. This is an uptrend, by the way. As price keeps moving in this direction, what we call it is an uptrend. We have no business selling or going bearish since we are dealing with a bullish direction. So the only time we say to have a change of character or market structure shift is when you see price crashing below your recent higher low. All right, HL. This is H. These are the elements of an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. H. I hope you are looking at this and you are learning something. HL. So these are the elements of an uptrend. But if we end up seeing something like this, boom, we call it a shift in market structure or a change of character. They are the same thing, guys. All right. So this is the only basis that we will change our look from an uptrend to a downtrend. All right. This is the only basis that we will change our bias from an uptrend to a downtrend. So why am I showing you this? It is simply because this thing, this one, is very important to what I'm about to show you. So let's get back here. The same concept is what I'm going to bring into this thing called point of interest. Now look at this. Let me clean everything and leave just the chart, and this is where the lesson is all about. So I have this particular trade I took just last week. So price was moving up. You can actually see boom, 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 upward. Is this not what we call the uptrend? You see, as price is printing upward, what you do is you keep buying, guys. You keep buying. As price prints upward, you keep buying. We call it buyer's territory. As price keeps moving up, you keep buying. All right? You keep taking the buy, except if price finally does this. Boom. This is the shift in market structure. Price begins to come down. You see? Now this is the miracle. This is the miracle, as every trader will do. When you have price from here, you see, if you are taking premium and discount, you will look at where is the highest level here and where is the lowest level here. That becomes your premium and discount area if you have the middle of them. So let me show you what I'm saying. If I have something like this from here to here, and then let me clean everything and give you a precise example of what I'm showing you. Perfect. If I have something like this, let me give it a perfect drawing. Perfect one. I hope you're watching what I'm saying. So if you have this, let's assume in this box, the middle of this box here, the middle is your equilibrium point. And then above this place is your premium, below it is your discount. If you want to sell, what you normally do is once you see price coming upward, because you have a shift in market structure now, you have no business buying again. There is a change of character, change in direction. So what you do is to patiently wait for price to come to the premium. You are not selling here. I know some of you will want to sell here, which is where you get stopped out. You don't sell. You have no business looking at this place. Let me bring it back to normal so you can see it. You have no business selling at this lower part of the 100% of this entire movement. So that means what you need to do is to look at this. Anytime price come into these places, when you will start looking for an opportunity to do anything. As far as price is in the discount, you close your chart and walk away and go and rest, regardless of the time frame. I'm not talking about time frame here. I have videos I've spoken about time frame, regardless of the time frame. So if you look at this, this is when you will come back to your chart and say, okay, price is now in the premium area. Let me now do business. How do you do business? You want to buy low and sell high, or sell high, buy low, the same thing. So this is when you will come and look at all the key levels that you have, the institutional reference points that you have in the premium area. Take them out one after another. You have a fair value gap, number one. You have a bearish order block, number two. By the way, you can mark up to this high. If you look closely here, you have what? You have a breaker block. All right. So you are bringing out every single of these institutional points. This is which one? Let me see. Okay, you can use just this one. So that if price is coming up to this area, you will have something called point of interest. You now see why I put point of interest there. The point of interest is where you are expecting price to be rejected. Is where you are expecting price to be rejected. It is called point of interest, or you are expecting price to react from. So if I am selling, I want to sell when price comes into my point of interest. Not here, not here, not here. So in order for me to validate my point of interest, I have what we call time frame. Look closely here. You will discover that I have the 4-hour time frame as what I'm watching this movement is. In order to notice the retracement properly, in order to notice the retracement while it comes up there, I will drop down to what? You see, when you have 4 hours, you can drop down to either 1 hour, or you can drop down to 15-minute time frame and take trades from there. So in this one, it is better I drop to the 15-minute time frame. If you have 4 hour, 15-minute time frame will give you a better picture of what is happening. Mind you, you're going to mark everything in the 4 hour and drop down to the 15-minute time frame and do some massive delineations. All right, so now I am in the 15-minute time frame. Let me take you back to that area. Okay, I hope I am getting that. Let me delineate it right before I come back. So right here is my chart, and this is my point of interest, breaker block, because I have price clearing liquidity above here. And aside from that, if I look closely, I don't have any other institutional reference point that comes in the PD-ARRAY before a breaker. So even this fair value gap is, even though we have some kind of we have this thing called confluence. All right, we have them almost close together. I would like to use this area as my POI, so that when I go to the lower time frame, I will look at it as a very, very clear area. So coming back to the 15-minute time frame, guys. Coming back to the 15-minute time frame. How do I do it? Now, this is the area. You can see it here. POI. The question is, am I going to take the trade blindly? Definitely no. So what I would do is to now bring in the concept of change of character, market structure shift. What is this? An uptrend formation. All right. As far as I have this, I have an uptrend. So I have no business selling until I have a market structure shift. Just like it has happened in the 4-hour time frame. If I have a market structure shift, it is simply confirming to me that I am ready for the sell. So let's look at it in that regard. As price kept on printing this movement, I hope you are going to learn something from this. So let me show you. Price keeps moving. Price keeps moving. Now notice what I'm saying. The only time the shift in market structure will be relevant to me is when it happens inside the point of interest or above it, not below it. Because I can see this as a shifting structure, I may take this trade, which may cause an inducement for me. Price may decide to print upward into the point of interest that I marked from the higher time frame. So if that is the case, then I will watch and see. Here comes the price movement, the price movement, the price movement. Go to my point of interest. If you want me to take this sell, I want you to go to my point of interest. Yes. Now price is inside my point of interest. If I see a shift in structure which is valid, I will take the sell. I am still right there without. Here comes it. Here comes it, guys. What did we say? When we close below the recent higher low. This is the recent higher low, and price, you can see this was a breakout structure. You have to be very, very proactive with that. So if I am taking this sell, we have a market structure shift there. All right. What you have here is something unique. You have a shifting market structure, and then you will now take your trade from here. But where do you take the trade? I have taught so many ICT concepts, and this is it. Look at this. You have a fair value gap right here, a very big one. What did I told you about that as ICT taught? When you have a very big fair value gap like that, the middle of that fair value gap becomes the most interesting thing, or at least 50%, first 50% of that fair value gap. But look at this. I'm seeing something very unique. I have fair value gap here and another fair value gap here. You know what this thing is called? This is called balance price range, and it is more powerful than one fair value gap. Balance BPR. PR, balance price range. So if I am taking my trade from this BPR, guys, what I normally do is the first part of this fair value gap is where I take my trade. I can decide from the tip, I can decide from the middle, but the first part is where I normally take my trades. Trust me, this is how I do it. is where I normally take my trades, making it more cleaner so you can see. So if I am taking my trade, I will take it from the first 50% of the fair value gap. All right. Now there is no premium and discount for me here because I have balanced price range. All right. I have balanced price range. So what I will do is I will look at this. Oh, I have this right there. Don't worry. There are more examples I will show you. I don't want to use the simple examples for you because it will look like I'm just using simple things. I want to show you all the scenarios. All right. So I will take my trade. Since I have balanced price range, there are different scenarios that may happen. So I will take my trade from here. All right. Another thing is that I'm seeing something like a breaker here. So I am taking it from here because I am seeing this bearish candlestick, this guy. And then I have that balanced price range. If you want, you can take your trade from this place. But then I normally do that so that price will not run away from me. And aside from that, you can see that my stop loss is quite decent, just above here. Now it also reduces my stop loss. Instead of a very big stop loss from the higher time frame, on the lower time frame, I'm taking it from there, and then I am targeting the low that price is creating. Look at this, guys. All right, I may target maybe here. Okay, I have a breaker here. So this breaker could be a nice place for taking profit also. This is one example out of the so many examples I will show you. So if I play out this now, you see price is moving. Don't worry. Okay. So you can see that price took me in just at the first part of this balanced price range. The first part of it. At the first part of that balanced price range. Price actually took me in. It may decide to go, but then I am in the trade already. This is why we have stop loss. Stop loss is there to stop your losing position. So I can see price creating this movement. Look at this. Is that not the kind of trade you wanted to take? And price decided to reach this area. And that is the trade, guys. That is the trade. How you take trade like a professional trader. If you're taking this kind of trades, you will not have trouble. And ideally, this area is supposed to be your take profit. Of course, this is supposed to be your take profit area, this area. So you see how this particular trade worked. Let me show you the second example. All these trades were trades that I didn't just see it. I took the trades. They are trades I have taken personally. All right. So let me show you the second trade example also here. The second trade example. I took this one. I took it. I'm not just saying it. All right. So now we have the downtrend form. We have another break of structure to the downside. You do premium and discount. Let's go and see it. Let me adjust this guy so you can see properly. You do premium and discount. All right. I have premium area right here. This is perfect. So I will go and mark my institutional reference points. You see, this order block has been mitigated. We have this guy is the new order block we are seeing, but then I have this fair value gap as where I should be looking at as my point of interest. And I did this, guys. I have no fair value gap here. Look at the price action here. All of them were mitigated. I don't want to expect price to go further than that place. So I use this place as my point of interest, POI. All right, POI. And then after going to the lower time frame, the 15-minute time frame, let me just adjust it correctly so you will see what I'm saying. Going to the 15-minute time frame now, you will see everything. This is the 15-minute time frame, and this is my point of interest. As price was coming, I expect to see a shift in market structure in that area. If I don't see it, I have no business selling. I have no business selling it. So, and okay, let me show you. Price coming. I am patient. I am not taking trade, guys. I am not taking any trade until I see a shift in market structure. Perfect. Did you now see it? Price came, having this. This is your shift in market structure, guys. Your shift in market structure just came in at the right time. And where is your entry? Look closely. Look very closely, guys. You will see it. You can use this fair value gap. Okay, let me correct it. You can use either this particular fair value gap, this one, or you can use this bearish breaker. So where I actually took the trade was here. Let me show you. This particular place, this fair value gap, this one, because I'm seeing this low just here. So I took the trade right at this point, and the short was here, and then my stop loss was obviously here. On this trade, I almost got stopped out. And then I was targeting this area. On the 4 hour, there is something I saw. Well, there is something, definitely. There is something I saw on the 4 hour. Okay, this one. I saw this. Was it the 4 hour? Okay, it was on the 1 hour. It was perfect. I saw this. I saw a bullish breaker. So anytime you have a shift in market structure inside your point of interest, it means it is a good thing for you to do, or it is a good thing for you to be in the trade. So that was it. I took the trade. I went bearish from here. Of course, my stop loss was here above there, and then my target was here, the breaker block on the 1 hour. On this trade, I almost got stopped out, guys. Almost got stopped out. But then I stood through without any hesitation. You see, price came testing this guy. And of course, I was still in the trade. It didn't go right above there. And I think it was just some slight movement away from my stop loss. I had a tight spread, so it didn't remove me out. So it moved in my direction, somewhere around there, but it wasn't like I put my stop loss here. I don't put my stop loss just above the high, just at equal level with the high. Normally like just above it a bit, all right? That's most of the way I put my stop loss. So that was the trade, and it was positive. There is another one on gold. I am not just showing you these things, guys. I have a proof that I am making money from it. It's not like I'm making video like that. So this is my challenge account that I got recently, 200K challenge account. I have already made $10,000 profit in 3 days straight. All right. I told you that I was going to show you everything in detail. It is true. It is true that I'm taking these trades. It's not like I am just creating data. So the last one was on gold. All right, XAU USD. So right here, I took a trade also that gave me some money. Okay, this was the short, and let's see from the higher time frame if you would see that thing perfectly. So this was the trade on gold. I saw price giving me an opportunity, but then let me go to the 15-minute time frame so you can see what actually happened. I took the sell. I've made video on that, so I don't want to go ahead and start making videos again. But this one is an example also. You can see shift in market structure. Every time price shifts structure in your point of interest, this was a point of interest above a particular high. Price shifted structure, and then it came back right here. Taking it from here, not here. I wouldn't have seen this. It was here, honestly. I'll be honest with you. But then price went lower. A perfect example, but the recent one was here. This was the most recent one. The most recent one. I took the sell from here, price shifting structure here. I took the sell from here, boom. After price went to a point of interest, an old high. I hope you know an old high is also an institutional reference point. So I decided to go bearish after shifting structure to this area. It came to this area, and then look at this. Notice what happened. Another old low. Also, a very important point of interest. You won't leave this. Institutional reference point, price came. I even shared this one with the community, guys. All right. So price came here. I went to the lower time frame, the 15-minute time frame down to 5-minute time frame for the entry. All these things are possible, guys, are possible. See, shifting market structure coming in right here and then taking the trade upward, it moves. Every time you see price with a point of interest and a shifting market structure, guys, start rejoicing. That is where the money is. And I can tell you the win percentage is about 70%. At least it can be a 65%. If you are very good with this and patience, you will make a lot of money in the market, guys. So this is all about this video. I'll make more videos explaining these things to you guys. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.